right, this thing's really, everybody saw it, I hope. Domi fought Cam Russell this week.
Yeah, but I want to talk, first of all, I want to jump in for something that I want to say. I've given the Leafs a pretty good, how would I say, ride. I never, what's this guy doing over here?
Oh, we lost the camera. So that's I guess the ombudsman has more power than you thought.
Somebody pulled it out, we got no camera. Anyhow, what I've already done, are we on now?
We're on just audio, but that's okay.
All right,
we
never
don't
mind.
Keep
Here's the thing, here's the story. I have done a pretty good with the Leafs. 2 years in a row, I've never given them heck. I've never said anything. Now the cameraman's talking. Now, I've never given them heck because I cheer for the Leafs. I live in Kingston, close to Toronto. My grandson, Dell, no problem at all. He's just, what's that? Back on again?
Yes.
No problem at all. He goes to bed. Get your hand over.
Oh,
he goes to bed. No problem. But there's one thing I don't understand. You have the toughest guy in the league who got 11 goals for you last year. He's standing in front of the net. Nobody wants to go near him. He's making $1 million, and he sits on the bench for the 24th team. You mean to tell me, and I'm not knocking the guys that are, you know, out in the playing for the Leafs and that, but look at their wingers. They can't score, they can't fight, and they can't hit. Why not play Domi? He's a team guy. He's playing with 2 broken fingers. He still fights, and the whole deal. You pay him $1 million. I don't understand why they didn't play Domi. If nothing else, the people like him.
He had a shot a couple of times on that top line, but not a lot, I'll give you that. And the one thing, though, let's get to the fight. And I love Ty. You know, away from fighting, he's one of the greatest guys you'll ever meet.
What do you mean away from
Well,
fighting?
when he's in a rage, I wouldn't want to be with him. But he's a good guy, a good-hearted guy. And you can see his regret in the newspaper. He pulled the sweater over. The number one question is, and you've often praised guys who let up when they got a guy prone.
All right, wait a minute. Let's go. You know I'm a different person in the world. Like, I know my guys. And you know how when it was this week, I'm sitting with some people and we saw the fight, right? Mm-hmm. And they're, oh, you know what, his head bounced now. Oh, and I'm saying, and I love Cam. Don't get me wrong, he's one of my favorite guys. He's a light heavyweight that doesn't care. He'll take on heavy like Ty. He doesn't care. He'll take on anybody. But the first thing I said, it wasn't he's hurt. I'm saying, you dummy, where's your tie-downs? You never go into a fight unless you have your tie-downs on. We learned that back in the 50s for sure. In fact, in the old days, what we used to do is we used to bunch up in the back. We were the first ones that did it. You get a skate lace about that long, you put it on, and you tie it tight, and then you tie it down to your buttons in the back. He didn't have that. The whole thing...
Might have had it, might have come off.
No, I know. Well, if it come off, even worse. Didn't come off. The whole thing started when the sweaters went over his head. Now, he was out before he hit the ground. I'll tell you why. Because when you get hit with the sweater over your head, it's 10 times worse than when you get hit with the thing, because usually sweating, you got Vaseline. And he corked him a couple of times, and he was on the back. I was a little surprised, and I'm not knocking the linesmen. Usually when they see a sweater goes over a guy's head, they usually jump in.
Yeah, you do. If a guy's in trouble, you're kind of tough to get in if you can. But it's tough to get in, and it happens in a hurry.
Now, I see all the statements in the paper. Oh, by the way, they asked Sundin what he thought of the fight. That's like asking Little Red Riding Hood, how do they like wolves?
No.
I mean, well, wait a minute.
What did he say?
He's, you know, who? Sundin?
What did Matt say, yeah?
What do you think he said? Anyhow,
well, I heard that Nick Kiprio said it was lousy and he hated seeing it, and I think everybody felt that.
Well, you don't think I wanted to see the guy hurt, did you? I'm telling you how he got hurt. I didn't want to see the kid hurt. Now, what I'm saying is, what he should have had, the tie-downs, when the sweater went over his head, that's what happened. You don't, if you want to fight, it's the old story again. Listen, I've been in many fights at all, and when you get into a fight, it's one of those things, you know what I mean? When you're in a fight, you got to be prepared. He was not prepared, and that's what happened.
Yeah, but Don, why wouldn't you say Ty could have left him alone? Why didn't Ty? He had him.
Well, let me tell you something.
Praise guys for not.
All right, here's what happened. It was pretty fast. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I think Cam said something to him. I think Ty usually isn't in that much of a rage. I think he said something to him to get him like that. And another thing too is like Nick. Nick's probably watching right now. Yeah. Nick, you know you're a lady. You know, the same thing with Nick. Nick, you know you don't take on heavyweights. That's what happened with both of them. But you know, it's the
I saw Todd Lushko with a concussion come in and have to fight. I see Terry Ryan here tonight. I've seen a lot of. We're out of time.
Oh no! Wait a minute. It's the old story. If you want to dance. Yeah. If you want to dance, you got to pay the piper sometimes. It's a tough way to live. It's the old story when Brian Williams, and we were doing the punch-out in Piastani. He said to me at the end, he says, well, somebody could get hurt out there. That's what he said to me, and that's the idea.
You think this will knock fighting out of hockey?
Well, I would say 5 to 10 years with the wimps that we have reporting it and the way they're going, 5 to 10 years fighting will be out of hockey, and I'll make a prediction like I did. There was going to be concussions. I said in '79, watch the head injuries in about 15 to 20 years. Now you've got it. Don't worry about the fighting. Worry about the high sticking.
All right.
And in 5 to 10 years, they'll have fighting out of it, and watch the high sticking.
It's a good discussion, not for kids. This is a good discussion for the NHL.
Who's talking about
I know.
kids?
That's what I'm saying. Just making that point, and we'll keep it going. And the Stanley Cup playoffs begin on Wednesday. Don could write a book on this. Hockey for Domies on this installment of the Coach's Corner. And it's just a pun, Ty. I'm kidding. I love Ty.